Good morning, YouTube world. I am Joshua. This is August 2nd, 2020. I did not mess up on that. This is my daily journal entry. Not gonna lie, when I first started, and right now, I'm a little shaky, and I've got like this messed up throat thing that's going on that like I get whenever I get nervous. Excuse me. So I'm just letting you know that right now. So, obviously, well, you wouldn't know, I know, but it's the end of the night. It's around 8:30 p.m. I'm saying good morning because I don't know where you're watching this, when you're watching this, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about my day. So, again, this is like a journal entry. This is the thoughts that I've had. So this morning, I did it again. I woke up late, and that's because I smoked weed last night. And I chose to smoke weed, I chose to hang out, and it did me wrong, did me dirty, and I woke up late. I woke up right before I was supposed to go to church. So, excuse me. Again, I wasn't able to work out, I wasn't able to run, I wasn't able to read or do this journal entry like I was supposed to this morning, even though I'm getting it done. Also, I'm having another camera today. I'm trying something out. So I've got two camera angles going right now. Anyway, so these are my thoughts. First one, weed. Pissed me off, and I know I shouldn't do it. I was almost about to smoke some weed right before this video, just so that way I could get a little bit more calm. But I told myself, no, I can do it without. It's just going to sound bad because of my throat. Just like that. So, number two. Obviously I took some notes. So, from the video yesterday, I spoke to my sister, and she talked to me about why my parents deal with me, or why she thought they let me, do certain things, I guess. So, she put it in the perspective of right now in this moment. So I have a better apartment right now. I have better air conditioning. I have a washer and dryer. Right now they excuse me, they had gone from a 3-bedroom, 2-bath to a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. They downsized. They don't have the kind of size that I have right now. And they don't have a washer and dryer to be able to save some money. So I didn't think about those things. Obviously, they're not mooching off me in this sense. Now that I was thinking about it the other day, vice versa. But excuse me, I am understanding that they do see that I have certain things, and that they're very proud of me. It's a different kind of mentality because I'm looking at my parents like people as opposed to parents. So that's kind of like the thing that I have to remember. Okay, so number 3 is I had 3 dreams last night. I can only remember 2 of them. And last night it was really weird. So I was dreaming about a certain person from my past, and that I had spent a couple weeks, or I had spent a couple days with them. And through a course of 3 weeks, it was very weird. I wasn't able to. Oh, my sister calling me right now, letting her in. So I wasn't able to like understand what was going on, but apparently I had spent some time with this person, and I'd done something really wrong in my dream, and it was just really irritating me internally, mentally, emotionally. Whenever I woke up. Again, I woke up late, so that really that took a toll on me. The other one was there were bugs in my house, and it was really messed up. I don't know what that means, where there was like little larvae that were attaching to me and eating me and getting inside me from outside, eating in. And it was very weird. I don't know if anybody knows what that means. Comment down below or whatever. I just couldn't find a realistic understanding or explanation of what that dream could mean for me. So Also, like, there were ants on my like in my dream there were ants on my table. It was very, very weird. So number 5. Okay, so actually number 6, because that was number 5 that I already talked about. So there were, excuse me, I went to church with my family this morning. If you saw my Instagram story, then you know. But yeah, so I went to church. It was a really good time, but I had some certain thoughts while I was at church that I wanted to express. Not necessarily all about the sermon. It was just the thoughts that I had towards the sermon, as well as the thoughts that I had just being there. Okay, so here were the thoughts. Excuse me. First, I was very negative. I had a very negative mindset going into church because I had not gone there in a little while. Gone to church in general in a little while. And so before I started doing praise and worship or singing or putting my hand up and looking all weird and stuff, it felt really bad for me thinking about, or just thinking negatively. It was just really weird. The next thing is that, so the pastor was talking about seek God with all your heart. And he just meant, so for me, what it meant was, if you're going to do anything, do it with everything that you have, because then you're not going to get the full extent of whatever you're trying to do out of it. You're not going to find that. The next thing was, that I took from it was, does worry add any more to your life? This was important to me just because I need to remember, just like right now, like I'm doing this video, I need to remember that I shouldn't be afraid, that I should just continue and do the video and run my life, not worry about what happens next, because what happens next is not in my control until it happens, and then I get to respond to it. So that was very good for me to hear. There's a fine line between stupidity and faith, and there are certain people, there are certain things that you can listen to. Again, what you listen to matters, so you have to ask yourself, I have to ask myself, who do I listen to? That's a big question that I have to ask myself. There's a fine line between stupidity and faith. Am I listening to God, or am I listening to the devil? Am I listening to my stomach? It sounded a lot funnier in church, but whenever Shane and I were going back and forth and making some jokes. But who am I listening to? And am I being stupid, or am I being smart about the things that I'm listening to from the people I'm listening to? The next thing was pray for God's will to be done. So you guys know that I'm reading the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. In that book, it was talking about the scariest thing that you could say out loud, not just in your head, but out loud, is, I am responsible. Because that means that if something happens that is bad, or if something occurs, you are now responsible, and or you can be irresponsible with your responsibilities. A lot of people, certain administrations, certain things happen, and some people just don't take responsibility for what they do. Therefore, it is really important, or excuse me, not really important, it is a really scary phrase to say. A lot like that, what this says is, pray for God's will to be done. The pastor was saying, if you pray that, hey God, whatever you want me to do, I will do. It's opening up the door to basically have him tell you what he wants you to do. And that may not be what you want to do. And so that's why it's one of the most scariest things that you can either pray or say out loud or talk to God about. The same way that what I'm reading in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is saying out loud that I am or you are responsible. Then one thing came into my head, and it was the fact that I need to remember for myself that I am a leader. That I'm a leader of not just myself, but I'm a leader of a group of people, whether it's the people on social media, excuse me, the leader of my own thoughts, which is going to be stopping this type of throat thing. I am a leader of multiple people. I'm a leader of the organization that I am running now. I am a leader. I have to remember that. And sometimes it's difficult to remember, but I need to do something to remember that for myself. Something that is going to help me, that I also forget, that is going to help me in terms of my in terms of my confidence. Because again, this is confidence. This is confidence. Excuse me. What I'm going to do is this phrase that I'm about to say, I'm going to Photoshop it, print it out, and then put it somewhere in my house so that way I have it where I can always see it, or in the office that I will be getting soon. When I don't have confidence in my own ability, remember to have confidence in the intent. Or my intent. I'm going to say it again. When I don't have confidence in my own ability, remember to have confidence in the intent. That means that even if I don't have confidence in my belief or in my ability to accomplish something, that I can have confidence in what I'm intending to do. That if my intention is pure, that I am able to do something because I have confidence in that, not in my ability to do it or to succeed in it. I hope that makes sense. Because it's really valuable to me. Another thing that came to me whenever the pastor was talking is that preparation is not always enjoyable. But that's where a lot of the meat comes from. That's where a majority of things happen, is in preparation. And then whenever you're in front of everybody, or whenever it comes to light that whatever you're doing is happening, a lot like these videos, preparation is the most important of it all. Is the most important part of it all. The last thing is, so I actually, I don't know if this applies to any of you who are watching right now, but I have some insecurities, and those insecurities, one of them is for the church, for going to church, whether I'm going to church every week or I'm going to church every 2 times out of the week, whatever it may be. If I look around the church, because if I look around, I get self-conscious. And I don't know if any of you feel that way, but I am not wealthy right now. I am not where I want to be physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, any of all that. And so whenever I look around in church, it kind of discourages me. So today, I didn't even look around until the very end when I forgot about what this insecurity was. And so I looked around and I saw this really cute, fit couple behind me, and they were like praying together, and they were just looking their Sunday best, and it made me feel weird. It made me feel bad, and so I didn't want to look around throughout the whole thing, and I did, and then I felt bad. So that is one of my insecurities. I don't have many, because I've learned to look past my insecurities and to look at it as growing opportunities, which it is, but that's just one of them, and that's something that I was thinking about. So it's about 8:35 p.m. and I'm about to go to sleep, but and then obviously do another video tomorrow. But what I want to say is, first of all, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching these videos, and I hope that you like the 2-angle effect that I'm trying to accomplish right now. If you don't like it, let me know, because I obviously don't know what it looks like until I've edited it, which at this point I would have edited it, and then you're watching it, so there you go. Tell me in the comments if you like it. I'll try different angles and we'll see what it looks like. Thank you all for everything. I'll talk to you soon.